Thank you. This is delicious. I'm Christiana and I'm here with Simmons from Simmons Creperie. These are fantastic. What's your secret?
Well, we do traditional crepes and galettes from Brittany and we use only the best ingredients.
You can definitely taste this. So you cater for weddings, birthday parties, corporate events and other events in the London area. You've been growing your business and you've been winning awards, so that goes to show that it was a great idea to start your business. Can you tell me why you decided to set up the company?
Well, I'm French, so I think it plays a big part, and I've always wanted to run my own business. I used to be in advertising before, and I just wanted to do something for myself. So I set this up, and I'm loving the diversity of the job. You know, being able to do marketing, finance, but also meet clients and do cooking. You know, I just get to use my hands and my brain at the same time, which is really cool.
And what have been the biggest challenges that you faced in setting up your company?
I think the most important was to get the website right. We got a nice look and feel for it, but I think we're still struggling to get content at the moment.
So what are the things that you would like to improve?
Well, there's a couple of things. I think, as I was saying, it looks lovely, but in terms of content, I was thinking of jazzing it up a little bit, and I was thinking maybe having video content would be a good thing. I'm not too sure, so that's why I'm coming to you. And another thing is I've got space for blogging on there, but I have no idea, you know, how to blog properly. So that's my main challenges, really.
Well, to help you with these improvements, we've lined up some experts that are going to help you and give you valuable tips. So does it sound interesting?
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
Great, let's get started.
Okay, let's go.
To discuss strategies for creating and maintaining an outstanding website blog, we've invited Amy Manuel from Adaptation Project, which is an agency focusing on providing powerful and cost-effective content marketing solutions for small businesses.
It's great to meet you, and I've had a look at your website and I think it looks fantastic. So what sort of ideas are you having about what you want to do with the website?
Well, at the moment I have a section for a blog, because I was told it's good to have a blog on your website. The problem I'm having is I don't necessarily find the time to update it, and I don't really know what sort of content I should put on there. Should I be different from what I've been saying on social media, or should I say the same thing? I really need some guidance on how to make this part of my website really interesting, and why do I need that? Do I actually need it on my website?
I think the main reason to have content firstly on your website and then to share it out via social media is because with social media there's a lot of third-party sort of rules and regulations that you might come up against. With your website you have full control over that, so you'll never lose the great content that you're producing there. The other thing is on your website you can create call to actions that can take an audience to a page to buy or purchase or book through you, whereas if they're coming from social media sometimes it's a click too far, so it's harder for you to get them off social media onto your website. So as much as you can drive people directly to you, I think that's the best way to go. In terms of types of content, what you're doing in terms of making announcements and that sort of thing is fantastic. With your blog, I think it's about really adding detail to that and making the content work for you. So if you've got announcements like you've won so many awards I've seen on the website, you can think about that as how do I tell a story and how do I create buzz around that announcement that actually stretches into maybe 3 or 4 blog posts. Think about lead up and during and afterwards. So it's about how do you create that story of, say you've applied to go into to win an award. So you can talk a lot about beforehand, we've had to do all this preparation, we've had to come up with new recipes for it, really showcase ourselves, get people involved in your story. So, you know, they'll be voting for you as well because they relate to you. During it, you know, even talk about your experience at the awards ceremony and how nerve-wracking it was or how exciting it was, how many people you met. And then afterwards talk about maybe some of the press that you've got out of it, advert, any sort of additional promotion that you've got from winning that award. And you see then that just sort of stretches it out, but it takes people on the journey with you, so they feel more connected to the brand really and the personality behind the brand.
So it can become a bit of a diary sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think that suits a small business really well, especially a business like ours that's very convivial, and we want to show people that we're friendly but professional. So I think it's kind of a good angle to tell them, okay, this week this is what happened. And so in terms of frequency, how often should I update my blog?
It's up to you, I think. You've got to be very careful not to be away for too long. So if you leave it for a month at a time, a new visitor to a blog might think, what's happened if they got out of business. On the flip side, you don't want to be, bombarding people with new content every day, because no one's going to read it. No one's as interested in your business really as you are. So you've just got to, I think, try and have a feel for what you think people are going to be interested in. Make sure everything you're doing is quality again. And so maybe once every week might be a good place to start.
I just always wonder, would people be interested to hear from a Creperie on a weekly basis? But I think what I'm taking from what you're saying is trying to find different stories, not just talking about the business. It could be finding an angle. Today we're going to feature chefs and a job search, for example, because I always hire people, for example. The week after it could be recipes or whatever. So
exactly.
I think that's very interesting. Now, in terms of length, how long should a blog article, should we call it a blog article? Is it supposed to be like in a newspaper, or is it?
Personally, for me, I think that what works better is short form articles. So they're very short, quick, to the point. You can get your message across and people can get on with their lives, you know. Another way to look at it is it doesn't always have to be text. I know that you use photos in Facebook already, so you can use different formats which will keep the interest up. Something about an audience is it's such a wide and varied number of people. Not everyone wants to sit down and read, whereas other people prefer to read. So you need to think about, if this person doesn't like reading, are they going to leave my website? Let's give them something else. So as you're looking at video, I know you're looking at producing videos for the website, it's another great way to do it.
Okay. Now, I don't always have the time. I've got a family and a business, so it's difficult to find that time to write relevant content. Can I find help out there? And where? And it's going to cost me money.
So this is, I think, one of my favourite parts of blogging is that there are plenty of people out there that are willing to blog on your behalf, and they don't charge you for it.
No way.
Because I know, don't tell anyone, because it's really there's a lot of people out there that really are into writing, wanting to share an opinion with people, and it's more about raising online profiles than it is about making any money out of it. Another way that you can create content without really trying is to use partners. So if you can find complementary sorts of products or services, they might be event organisers, people that already have blogs and are happy to produce a blog topic for you so that you can post it on your website. They're great ways to create partnerships where they are promoting you on their website and you're promoting them on yours.
Absolutely.
So it's a co-promotional opportunity. And again, there's no money involved because it's mutually beneficial.
Well, that was definitely really, really valuable information. Thank you so much. I think
welcome.
the most interesting thing is to know that there is content already on my website. It's just a matter of giving it an angle to it to make a little blog out of it. So whether it's an FAQ or testimonial or a news, that's something to start. And then also I love the fact that I can ask out there for help.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll definitely do that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.